Welcome back to Global News Morning. Hard to believe another year has come, and hard to believe it is here, and your help is needed more than ever for the CK Rotary Auction website. You can go on there, bid on some amazing items, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But we'll talk about, first of all, the great work that the Rotary Club does, and there are 4 Rotary Clubs in Kingston, actually. This is Greg Mumford. He is with the Rotary Club of Cataraqui, Kingston. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Bill. I'm great. Thank you.
Hats off to you as always. I think when you're done one auction and divvying out all the money to all the clubs and organizations and services that need your money, you start right back at it.
Yeah, we're back at it, and but we've got some good projects to report on that show the value of the community and and everybody's participation in the auction.
Well, I love that we can, do a recap of where the money went for the previous year so people know that they're just not bidding on great items, maybe for Christmas, through the online Rotary auction, but they're knowing where that money is going. And the sponsors who are giving you things know where that money is going throughout the community. Run it down for us in the past year.
So I'd like to just focus on one that's quite recent, and it is an absolutely excellent example of the philanthropic service work that the community is enabling through the auction. So on September the 12th, we announced in partnership with Pathways to Education in Kingston, a program that assists students making the transition from high school graduation to post-secondary to improve the outcomes of high school to graduation for students in disadvantaged neighborhoods that don't have the resources that some of the rest of us have. And so they have absolutely succeeded. The outcomes, graduation rates went from below provincial average to at provincial average, so success. Now then, about 5 years ago, when the first cohort was going through, there was a but in their first year going to post-secondary, students were dropping out at too high a rate. And so Pathways said, this is not good. What's wrong? And so they did the evaluation. And what they found is, students with no experience in navigating that area of post-secondary, often without support in the family or the community on navigating, things like, how do I apply for a grant? How do I get, money for textbooks if I need some money for textbooks? And what they instituted was a mentoring program for these graduates. And they went to Kingston Community Foundation, got a grant for a year, put in a mentor for 1 day a week, and noticed really good improvement. And then they've run it 2 years since on a year-by-year basis. And so they know now what's required, and furthermore, they know the potential that lies in a mentoring program. So in comes a discussion with Rotary, and John Gale, who's currently our Cataraqui Kingston president, working with Pathways, fashioned a global reach around the world grant from Rotary to create this FAR program, Facility for Alumni Resources, 3-year program, funded to 2 or 3 times what the current one is, with the expectation that in those 3 years, the alumni coming back to the community raising further funds, we can get a self-sustaining perpetual program. So the auction, we took $20,000 in our club, largely proceeds from the auction, partnering with the other 3 clubs in Kingston who contributed, the Napan E-Club, an electronic or E-Club in the area, and then 5 clubs in India. So we partner with Rotarians around the world to do projects in India, to do projects in Africa. So we said, well, let's invite other clubs in to partner with us for Kingston. And if you do that and you do it in a certain way, you can receive matching monies from the Rotary District here in our district and matching monies from Rotary Foundation globally.
I also love the fact that people are going to be bidding on things maybe for themselves, maybe for Christmas. They don't even realize the impact that they are having. And maybe people who are donating items don't even realize the impact that they are having. And a little bit of a call out to people who have any items that they would like to donate.
Yeah, so right now we've got about 300 items up on the site. It's operational, but we have room for more donations from businesses and individuals, and in fact, more room for sponsorships from businesses. And so, this combination of business sponsoring through donation or sponsorship and everybody bidding is what's giving this community effort legs to create philanthropic money. And so, ckrotaryauction.org, we're up and running.
Let's revisit this in a couple of weeks and really concentrate on the great work that you are doing, not just locally, but around the world as well, and really put a spotlight on the online auction. Greg, thank you so much, sir. You take care.
We'll be happy to be back. Thank you, Bill. Take care. Bye bye.